unprofessional behavior and how you deal with it. What's going on, ladies and gents, it's Cyberland coming back to you with another educational video. And this time we're going to talk about unprofessional behavior. With any type of profession you go into, you're going to come across people that don't take it seriously. You're going to come across people who are just in it for the money. You're going to come across people who don't care about what they do. They don't take pride in what they do. And they really don't care in regards to treating others with respect or professionalism. They just do things the way they see fit. So how do you handle that? Well, what you don't do is bring emotion into it. Be professional at all times. Take the emotion out of it. What you don't do is cuss out the person that's pissing you off. You can have a rant with people that you know, not them. But when they're going low, you go high with your behavior. The other thing is keep a paper trail. Keep a paper trail of what's going on with that agent. If they're doing things that aren't ethical, or if they're doing things that kind of come off like very arrogant or very rude. Keep track of that. Because what you can do with that is report them to their broker. That's what you can do. The other thing is, if they happen to be the broker, it's one of those things where kind of just gotta bite your tongue and just not say anything. However, what I like to do and what I have been doing is when I come across agents that are not professional or have shown their ass to me in one way or another, I make a nice little blacklist of them. What that means is I keep a log of their behavior. I keep a log of who that agent is. And if I come across them in the future, I do not work with them. That's really the best I can do. I don't work with them. I avoid them. And let's say, for example, I work with a buyer that wants this home that they are listing for. I let that buyer know, okay, you guys want this house, however, I need to let you know some things. Because if something arises from that agent's unprofessionalism, I need the buyer to be aware of it. I need them to know this is what's happened with me before with this agent. This is very well what we could walk into again. I just want you to be informed. Now, some could say, well, you're slandering the other agent. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm literally stating facts of what the person did. I keep a fact log. If I ever come across agents that are on some bullshit, I keep a log of them. So I don't call them. I make sure I don't call them. I make sure I don't do open houses for them. I completely stay away from them. Because I don't need that in my life. I have enough things I have to deal with. We all have enough things we have to deal with every time we get up and start breathing. I don't need to add that type of stuff to my plate too. Especially when I'm in a profession where I don't have to. Now, don't get me wrong. Unprofessional doesn't mean they're unprofessional because they make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I am not without fault. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect agent. There's something, every transaction, I always look back, did I do everything correctly? Oh no, we had a hiccup here. Could I have done things better there? No, I did everything good, but did I? Okay, I could have done better here. Okay, improve. I'm always looking for improvement. Agents I've worked with up until this point, for the most part, have been professional. And they may have had oopsies or hiccups, but they're not agents that I would block or I would refrain from working with. However, I have had an agent in the past that was not professional and was not ethical, and they're on my list, at least for dealing with transactions. And then also, I've had realtors I've come into contact with that were very unprofessional when I was hosting open houses or I was doing open house, and they're on my list too. I just keep a record of them because I don't need that aggravation in my life. I can't change your behavior. I can't change your unprofessionalism. What I can do is get the hell away from it and not have to entertain it. So that's the thing. That's the one thing I love about what I do, is I don't have to entertain that type of behavior. If you're an asshole, fine, no problem. But I don't have to entertain it. I don't have to cuss you out. I don't have to get into it. I can just be like, okay, cool. You know what you're about. Let me make a record of you. So moving forward, I do not deal with you. And there might have been people who have done that with me. I don't know. Because I try to be honest, have some positive energy, and just try to have a good time with what I do and come correct. At least this is how I come correct. I don't try to hurt people's feelings or put people down or start static with people. I don't have time for that. And I don't have an ego. So, you know, that's what I would say to realtors. One thing you can do is just make a log of these people. And you could say, well, why do I have to do extra time? It's like, because if you know, I don't want to be, for me, I don't want to be aggravated, and I don't want to call somebody that's done some shiesty shit to me or that's been very nasty to me. I want them on a list, so I make sure, oh, hold up. Oh, that's such and such, and I don't call that. And here's the other thing. If my seller's trying to sell a home, I let my seller know that as well. They have a right to know. A long time ago, I had a situation where I had a client that was just very nasty, not professional, just not pleasant to be around. At first, they didn't. As we continued, the layers of their problems just more and more appeared. It wasn't anything I could do. It was just, that was their problem. Didn't matter what I was trying to do. They didn't care. They were just a nasty person. And I referred somebody to them because I was trying to give that person business. But what I didn't do is disclose that type of behavior that former client was doing. And it was a mistake that I made because I felt like maybe that's not information I should share. However, moving past that and moving forward, I share anytime I've had a situation with somebody who wasn't professional or somebody who was very nasty, I share that with my client because they have a right to know, and they don't need aggravation. They already have enough stuff to deal with. They're already going to be going through an emotional roller coaster. They don't need that agent adding more stress to them. Now, the client, I have no control over that because I don't know the client. However, unless it is somebody I previously worked with, then I do. However, if the agent's already a problem, why am I going to put my client through aggravation if I don't have to? Now, if they're the only transaction or if they're the only offer, then, you know, we got to do what we got to do. But if they're not that, why put your client through problems if you don't have to? And if you already have that information about what that realtor's about, why withhold it? You're just hurting your client in the long run. and yourself too, because aggravation, negativity, just dark cloud, it's just not good for this. And this can't function as a realtor if it's got too much on its plate and it's not benefiting you. Because if this is messed up, then everything else isn't going to work. And you cannot allow other people's problems become your problems. You can't allow unprofessional behavior to start affecting your behavior. You can't control the other person. What you can only control is you. So with that being said, ladies and gents, I will catch you on the next one. Questions, concerns, feel free to text me, email me. Let me know. Take care.